Here we have our camp set up with all our tarps. Offers a little shade along with the cool shade of the adit. So we're about 10 degrees cooler than the surrounding desert in here, easily. If it's 90 out there, it's probably high 70s, low 80s in here. Big difference. Alright, just wanted to show you camp. So what kind of weekend have we been having?
Oh, a lazy one.
Yeah, we've been relaxing all weekend, huh?
Did nothing all day today.
It was nice. Got out here yesterday afternoon. Pitch camp, hang out all the day today, chill out.
Yep. Ugh. Pretty much. Made some shade.
Yeah, we made a little bit of shade.
Listened to some music.
Learning how to use our new Massimo over there. Not too bad. They're not a good ice chest. They're not very well insulated, so it definitely has to be run as a refrigerator. It's meant to be run. On economy mode, I'm thinking it's drawing like 11 point something volts, 11.4 or something like that. I think that's what the gauge means. I'm learning. Well, we got a tarp on the back, and that's what we kept the ice chest cool with, and shaded was with that tarp, and kept the tent shaded, but it was still pretty warm. We hung out mostly back here. We kept backing up. Here, I'll show you the adit.
I learned a new word today.
Oh, Jennifer didn't know what an adit was.
No.
We're camping in an adit. An adit is when they start
Horizontally.
carving into the mountain right before generally they get to tunneling.
Yeah.
And here, this is all our trash. This is all our stuff. We'll
Yeah,
pick
we
up.
will pick it up.
Yeah, we don't leave our trash. They you see this, they started horizontally into the side of the mountain, and then they started tunneling down here. Now, this is only like 15 feet deep, but this right hand wall here faces south, so it's always gives you about 4 feet of shade. And the worst part of the day, about like between noon and 3, you still had 4 foot of shade on this right hand wall. But as the afternoon progressed, you get the full brunt of the sun. So let me show you this little cave. It's a little tiny thing. Here, let me see. I might have to turn on my light. Can I turn on my light? Hold on. Let me turn you off and I'll turn on my light. Let's see if this gives enough. Oh, it takes it. You can see a little bit of the... It's very shallow. So whatever they were after, they ran out of enough of it to keep chasing. About, I'd say, maybe 18 feet, 16 feet, 18 feet or so in. It's not very deep at all. But with the adit part, there's a little bit, there's some, the closer to the cave entrance here, there's a little 18-foot hole. There's more rodents in this area. So the farther away from the entrance, the better you are away from the rodents. So what's nice, though, is the adit is pretty flat. And the section there where our tent is very popularly used. So it's all cleaned to boulders. It's all swept. It's nice. It's perfect. Perfect place to pitch a tent.
We come here.
We've been here quite a few times. This time I got a little inventive with my tarps. This big old boulder here, and that rope goes around a stake up there, and then a few boulders holding that stake so it doesn't give. And that gave me enough where I could drop the rope down far enough so I could secure the edges of the corners there of the tarp. And then I raised it up and tied it to this boulder right here. I raised it up and anchored her down, and if we lose this boulder, that whole big old tarp will come down. And the only sad part about this is usually I try to do it where I don't have to climb back up to get something, but here I have to climb up because I did use a stake And then the other one here, we just got one line coming right here to the, I found a crack enough to hold a anchor there, and then come down and found another little notch there to tie her off, and that's how we secured the corner of that one. Yeah, the corner. That's how we secure the corner there. And this other tarp here, the other corner, I had to come around that boulder there and then down here.
Oh, and we had shade all day for the most part, although we had to keep moving a little bit.
Yeah, we had to chase it up against the wall there.
Cooler back up
Yeah, up against the wall. But you don't want to hang out too close to the front of the hole, because, like I said, there's more. That's where the mice droppings become very evident with all the hantavirus and all that stuff. You don't want to do that. Over here we have a stake driven, but this is just alluvial. It's just stuff. There's nothing to hold to, so we stack a bunch of rocks in front of it so it can't pull it out, and then we stack a few rocks behind it so it can't pull up and out. And that's held all day too. It's been breezy, not windy.
Yeah, nice.
Ryder hasn't liked all the plinkers out here. There was a few plinkers today. Let's see, what else do I have anchored? Oh, I got this one. This one's barely anchored over here to this little nub I found. Tiny little nub there. But enough to hold it. And it's held it all day. It's been breezy. I mean, not windy, but breezy. That's kept the sun off of our kitchen and our trunk area. So what I've been doing is, when we're driving, I put it in max mode or whatever, full power mode, and then I lower the temp. Then once I put it running on battery, I put it on econo mode, and I raise the temp to 31, and I've been keeping it at 31. And it'll run on battery at 31. It ran all night last night.
Yeah.
And I didn't, I turned the truck on this morning and ran it probably for maybe 30-40 minutes this morning.
Yeah.
And I did the same thing this afternoon, ran it for about 30-40 minutes. I think if I run it again in the morning, I'll probably have burned, my estimate's right, about 1/8 of a tank of fuel to ensure that I'm fully charged. But it only ran out of juice today, earlier, about what time was it? About 4 o'clock in the afternoon when I put on the truck and turned on the music.
Oh, yeah, something like that.
And we had it on battery since this morning. And I ran the truck from probably between 6 and 7. And it ran till about 4 o'clock in the afternoon on battery. And then it went into F1 where it's short. Your batteries, they want to leave enough juice in the battery to charge,
right,
to start the truck. So I started the truck so I could charge up the battery, let it run for about 30-40 minutes, listening to music a little bit and charging the battery on the truck so that way, the Jeep, so that way it could run the fridge hopefully all night. We'll see if it does the same. Tonight's not as crucial. Because we're leaving tomorrow morning first thing. Yeah. So it's kind of like, now I don't have to worry about it. Last night I wanted to keep things pretty cold still. But it keeps the beer really, really cold. It's been good.
Yeah.
Down here. We were thinking of having corn as a side. But Jennifer got these steaks that are ginormous. I don't know. I don't think we're going to do a side. I think that's plenty of steak there, and I don't think I can finish that. And if we had a side, that's a lot. It's a lot of beef. So we're just going to cook up some steaks, I think, and just have steak. Have a, what do they call that diet when you just eat meat?
Keto.
Is that keto? Just eating meat?
I think so.
Yeah, not steaks like that, I don't think.
That was a small steak.
Oh my goodness. All right, those are some T-bones right there. Gonna eat? Steak. It's what's for dinner. Alright, Jennifer's about loaded up. What do you got left? Just a tent?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna go show them our spot cleaned up. A little warm. Yeah. How's the puppy?
Pink still.
Alright, I got one chair. This chair has to go in. The wag bag will go in Jennifer's. Here's camp. Tent was right there. Table over here. Chairs and fire pits in the shade. Fire's out. I left some extra firewood. Cleaned up all our mess. Picked up a little more mess that we brought. We always take out a little more. But this place actually, this trip, this is the cleanest we've ever been here. This place was really, really, really clean. So we picked up a few more shells, a couple, you know, little things. But it was the cleanest we've ever found it since we've come. Rodents, looks like I had some rodent visitors in my Jeep last night. Everything was open. Hopefully they didn't stay. But they didn't tear nothing up. Looks like they were just snooping around. I had no food in my truck. So they should have lost interest quickly. That's my half load. Jennifer has the other half load. Let's rock and roll. I'll probably have to set a mouse trap when I get home. Hopefully they all left because I left it open though. But definitely critters were all over the Jeep last night and the night before, more than likely. Alright, I better close it up. Jennifer's all packed up, locked and loaded. Last thing I gotta do is close down my hood. Engine's been running now for about 30 minutes. I plugged it in the fridge this morning to cool it up for the ride home. That's it. That's our weekend. Now I gotta get home, get unpacked, and get ready for work tonight.